Hi, my name is Jeffrey Hart. We're going to take a look at Camtasia. We've already taken a little bit of a look at it. One of the things that I just looked at on the particular video we're going to look at is I had the video shortened. We started with a 25, 26-minute video, and we just got it down to about 7 minutes and 15 seconds with a little bit of visual effects editing. So let's go back and we'll take a look and see what we got to do next. Okay. So some things we want to take a look at are here. So let's go back to visual effects, and I want to see if I can add a little something here. So in this particular scene, I am giving a recipe for a particular, sorbet. What was it? Mango tangerine sorbet. Very tasty, I will say. And I am providing some ingredients. I want to make sure that the individuals watching this video will be able to have an idea of what those ingredients are going to have for us. So if you give me a moment, I'm going to make sure that we have everything we need for that. So let's go through and see here. So on medium heat. You're not going to cook anything too hard, but we are going to want to make sure to have that sugar all nicely melted. Our very first ingredient we want to add to this recipe is 3 cups of water. All right, so we need to get 3 cups of water, and I want to make sure that, a person, in case they missed that, maybe they had something on mute, who knows what they're doing, just at least has a quick visual up here. So one way we can add a visual is through the addition of annotations. So first thing I need to do here is right here at the bottom, I need to make my timeline a little bit larger, and so you can zoom in and out with this little feature right down here. And in my last video, I showed how I threw in a couple videos on the second track up here to cover up my first video. What I did was on this particular clip, if I click on this, I went up here to the sound and just muted it. And I did my best to just line up this little video clip with the sound. So as you hear the water being poured into the bowl on this first track clip, I tried to just move this video clip back and forth to make sure that the visual of the water going into the bowl matched kind of the sound of the water hitting the bowl. That way the viewer doesn't have as much of a what was that type moment going through their head. So sometimes you got to pay attention to that, or else you can distract people and throw them off, and that's the last thing you want to do. So let's see what we want here. We want 3 cups of water. So let's go back here. I want to make sure this is 3. So right here, about 3 cups of water right here. And we're gonna, let's see if I can do that. There was a wonderful little, it's a cool little feature. I forgot where it is at the moment off the top of my head, but we'll get back to it. So let's try to have some fun here. I see a little green in the picture already. So I'm gonna add that down here. Looking for, 3 cups of water. I put this right up here a little bit too. Well, he doesn't match me entirely. Yeah, that's cute. I like it. So 3 cups of water. Perfect. So now let's do it. Add to this recipe is 3 cups of water. And maybe hold that on there. That way, in case somebody just needs it for a second, they can see that all the way to the end of the clip. Helps them out. It doesn't need to be perfect, but you can change your designs out too. So let's say you don't want this one. Maybe you want something nice and simple. And you don't want it to be too much here. So we could also do 3 cups of water. And, oh, there we go. Maybe we'll put it at the bottom and just have a nice little visual for people. So now let's take a look at it again. Add to this recipe is 3 cups of water. Great. So now we need to do it with a couple other things. So what else do we need to add here? I'm going to make sure have my visual effect ready in just a second.
Next, you're going to want to add 2 cups of sugar.
2 cups of sugar. All right, let's get 2 cups of sugar. Very important to make sure that your viewers, can fully participate. And, if I were taking a lot more time, I might have, even more written instructions. Maybe at the beginning of this, I might show a complete recipe list with directions. I could change it to, before and after, and then also sprinkle the ingredients throughout the video. That way they see, something written in the beginning, something written in the middle, something written at the end, while the person relying on the visual and auditory do the same thing. Could give directions at the beginning, then throughout the process, then throughout the end of it. Kind of tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. That's how I've always learned it. English class, as a teacher, and right here. So we're going to skip ahead real quick and just get an idea what's next. Ooh, we got some juice here.
Cups of mango, tangerine, or whichever juice.
Say how much?
Of mango, tangerine. You're going to want to take 3 cups.
3 cups. So 3 cups of juice. And I'll just say juice, because it doesn't really matter if it's mango, tangerine. You can add any juice with the rest of this ingredients, and it's going to pretty much give you the same delicious results, but the flavor you want. So 3 cups of juice. All right, we got something else going on here. Let's see what's next.
Finally, you'll add a little bit of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons. And in a moment, you'll add a dash of salt.
Okay. So let's do 2 tablespoons lemon juice. And this is going to be a little interesting because I'm kind of telling 2 things in here. So maybe I'll give a second set of directions here. Dash of salt. All right, line it up with the video. So if you were looking at down here, you'll see track 1. Track 1 is the base layer. It's the foundation. If the higher the level is, the more on top of it is. So level 2, it's like the second layer. So if I'm looking down at the ground and something's on level 2, like an image, I'm going to see that picture and not the image at the bottom. Same thing here. You see the 3 cups of water right here. That is literally on top of this picture, which is on top of this picture. That makes sense. So now, it's not all perfect, but let's get an idea. I'm giving my ingredients. Go through.
Our very first ingredient we want to add to this recipe is 3 cups of water.
Nice.
Next, you're going to want to add 2 cups of sugar.
Okay.
You're going to want to take 3 cups of mango, tangerine, or whichever juice of your preference you'd like.
Exactly.
And pour this into the mixture. Finally, you'll add a little bit of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons. And in a moment, you'll add a dash of salt.
A dash of salt there. I just forgot to put that in the proper position. So right down there at the bottom. So now you have some very important, layerings here, and you have some written directions that you need. And, if I go back to the beginning of the video, maybe if I don't do a title page, let's see what we're doing here.
Hi, my name's Jeffrey Hart, and today we are going to be making mango tangerine sorbet.
So let's take a look here. Maybe I want to say, hey, here's my name up here. What do we like here? I mean, something different. I like purple. I do like purple. I'm going to go with purple. No, it doesn't match my shirt, but let's work on that. And we might have fun. Alright. And maybe we'll move this over.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Hart, and today we are going to be making mango tangerine sorbet.
So, got that. Maybe right afterwards, might go back to just that standard appearance. Yeah, a little continuity. Mango tangerine sorbet. Nice. See what we've got right here. And again, there's no transitions at all at this moment. There's no sound yet, but we'll get there.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Hart, and today we are going to be making mango tangerine sorbet. For this,
Now, if you're kind of like me, I like purple, just don't like that visual. So maybe I'm like, hey, I want to change this up again. Always do that. You're just fine. Excuse me here. Maybe I just want to keep it simple. So maybe I'm just doing that right here. Don't have to keep it for too long. And let's say, keep it right there just so people can see it. Can make it a lot more fancy.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Hart, and today we are going to be making mango tangerine sorbet. For this particular recipe, we're going to...
There we go. So nice, simple. Save it. You're done. Make sure to go on and do what you want to do next. So we've just taken a look at how to add some visual stuff to this. I'm going to get to transitions in just a second, so let's take a look.